group and asked me that I'm not able, I'm nervous. And it's absolutely normal nowadays to be slightly off. Absolutely okay. In fact, if you're supremely calm, it means that you do not have enough empathy, sympathy with the suffering of the world. So the person was able to say, "Oh, I don't care about the war in Ukraine." The answer was that if you don't care about the war in Ukraine because you think that you are different, you are segregated, you are isolated, you are free of the impact of the suffering at some point happening somewhere on the planet, how can you be balanced? You cannot be balanced. If on the planet, even when you do not know, there is suffering, because we are all on the same autobus. If the autobus we think is crashing, then everyone is going to be affected, whether you're sitting in the forward seat, back seat, window seat, whichever seat. So everyone is connected. The suffering of everyone is connected. And I'm going to be teaching today how to work with pain and suffering. First of all, it is absolutely okay. It is only in the Hollywood movie and the yoga ashrams of the world when they have so only in those holistic pictures is there absolute peace and people have smiling faces, etc. And this it's momentary. It's very momentary. When we are going through the process of life, it is absolutely fine to be I'm not saying off and all nervous and this. It's okay to be having some pain on this planet. It's part of having the body. Just because we are in a spiritual group does not mean that we are not going to be having pain or suffering. Our reaction and relationship to pain is going to be different. Just because we pray to God, that's of the millions of types of meditations which are there in this group, we practice alignment with the higher self, and the higher self is inside, around, including in the people who are hurting, including the people who are hurt. Because only hurt people hurt others. So there are chains, and there are the chains of events and casualties that we see only on the surface. We see, oh, why is there suffering? Well, if there was no suffering, there would be no enlightenment. In pain and may not other for it. And there might be some ego. I'm having pain, and if I share my pain with others, be special. Can you all hear me? Because we got the internet clicked us off, and then we got back in. So it is going to be very, very intensive in terms that when the universe wants to teach us a lesson, it creates these. Are you able to listen? First of all, someone raise a hand. No. Okay, hold on. You have to wait again. whenever the meditation is very strong and there is sharing happening of, I would say, at a very deep level, then different things start to go wrong. It can be that the level might be too advanced for some of you. It might be that healing might be happening, which might be beginning. But this lesson is first of all of feeling comfortable with pain and suffering. And there is a lot of suffering on the planet. So we cannot not be suffering from the suffering of others. We are all connected. We are all one. Now, there are two types of teachings and there are different types of methods and all that. But the teaching that makes you, the teaching that takes you or focuses on your differences is the teaching that may be misleading. The teachings that show you the commonality of yourself with others will bring down your ego. That strong sense of I, that sense of I that invokes us and makes us live for ourselves and treat us, oh, my pain is special, I'm different, I'm this, and my pleasures are different, and this and that, and I'm victim and that. So all that goes into a spin, keeping you more and more isolated from others. So first of all, when I will be saying the prayer for the people who are suffering, really suffering, not the North American fake suffering, oh, I don't have enough relationship or sex, I don't have enough money or respect, I don't have enough of whatever we think that we need on the planet. It's a fake illusionary thing that we need, whatever we think we are missing. So this suffering in the North American suffering is much more difficult to manage because it is illusionary. It's very, very superficial. So this suffering of North America is very, very, it can be equally harmful. But we have to admit that our suffering in comparison to the suffering of the people in Ukraine, etc., is very minimal. By respecting pain as part of life, we start to manage it. Because the Lord God has billions of faces, and one of the faces is God. And wherever we see the Lord, the God, the Creator, the Father, Mother of us all, that is the ultimate combining factor, joining factor. When we have access to that, then we are one with everything and everyone, and we stop seeing and living as this microscopic I with this very small body, very frail body that can fall downstairs and die, that can get a COVID virus, which is like, and die, and so many reasons that it can die. So death is the common default. Life is the miracle. There's so many things that we can die of. There's so few things. There's the health of the body, and the health of the body starts going down when we start living only for ourselves. The first thing that goes down is like the call that I had, that no, I don't care about Ukraine, but I'm not able to sleep, and I'm having this and this, and there's so many people like that. And what I'm communicating is, it is absolutely perfect and normal for us who are praying, because praying leads us to becoming sensitive, and sensitive means that we don't care for our body, but we care for the suffering happening somewhere else on the planet, because we see the connectivity of humanity. And the reason we see it is that the teachings take us beyond our restriction of living for, I want to live for my body, which has its stories, like for the comfort of it. And I see so many people who are like sort of vegan and we live only right and we eat only from the whole food. And then they don't care about the suffering of others. They just care, they're very obsessed with the food which they take in. But the real food, which is healthy and which we are going to be participating in, is the mantra. So you have to use the mantra's vibration as food which your soul takes, absorbs, becomes one with it. So you have to eat the mantra. You have to absorb, digest that mantra vibration. And then you will feel, because millions of people wake up in the morning to the Gayatri and the Mahamrityunjay on their iPhones, etc., and wake up and I listen to that mantra and I'm saying and etc. And that also helps. The mantras are so strong that I've seen people with working even for money, which for me is if you are doing mantras, etc., and you are accepting money, means that is something wrong with your understanding. You are in a college, you are in a university, and you're playing with monopoly money. And if you're playing with monopoly money, means at the heart you're still a child. You're not, by some force of willpower, you have become a teacher and you're using the mantra, and it will still work, no matter what your personal shortcomings or upcomings are. I have tons of shortcomings, but even through me, the mantra will work. And some of you are more symmetrical looking. It should work even better because the trust factor if you have symmetrical features, you look better, then people trust you more. There's an old proverb that genius So this meeting is going to be very exciting in terms that it's going to be going through. Usually, if a meditation is not so important, it doesn't go through so much ons and offs. So use this as an advantage. Now, pain and suffering are faces of God, and they're very important faces. So first of all, accept pain and suffering on the planet in your life as a super critical, important tool to grow. If you won't have pain and suffering, you just won't be able to grow up. Think of it like the thumb, that the thumb is the pain and the four fingers are the pleasures. So the thumb goes against, creates a contrast. And that's how people evolve, because then you can hold on to things. If the thumb would not have gone against, had not created the contrast, people would not have been able to evolve at all. No technology, no art, no nothing. So there has to be a contrast. And of course, no matter what life we are having, whether it's in a fourth word, fifth word, first word, whether we have money or we do not have money, everyone is sticking to life with a huge amount of willpower. Very few exceptions, less than 0.1, and even those are deluded people. And there are some people who are dying for others. They are the highest. They are the most self-realized. And if you will look at every religion is based on answering the fear of death and how to manage pain. So the first thing that you have to do in this group, in a world where there are millions and billions of ways to meditate, our particular way is of being one with God, and being one with God which is reflected in everything and everyone, so that we have no judgment at anyone. in our lives, in what we have seen and not seen, and on this planet, including at Putin and Ukraine, whatever is happening, no judgment, but has full empathy and sympathy for everyone in a conflicted zone. And then you're allowed to have the pain, but at the same time, you have to pray for others. Prayers are the most important and the very strong mystical forces. Prayers, no one really understands. No one really understands how you open your eyes and in which 99.999 of the world is emptiness. The Kabbalah says that 99% of the world we don't see, and it happens to be true. The Indian Vedas say that it all happens to be true at a quantum level. But we operate at a level of body. Think of it that we are actors on a screen. We already have the script and everything, and we are actors. But we going to be having adventures, and it's going to be having losses, and it is going to be having gains. But at the end of the day, the force that is activating the screen, the light which is activating the screen, that is making those images seem to be moving and true, and the force that is observing this whole play, beyond distraction, beyond pain, therefore beyond fear, beyond anger. Because pain in our life creates fear, fear creates why, it creates an anger, and anger leads to, I'm having pain in my life. So probably God is not there, or he doesn't care about me, or he's mad, or he's just indifferent, a cold-hearted SOB. And then we start living, because we start living like animals, because then we don't have any moral value. If there's no God, then why should I be good to you? Then I have to take care of what's in it for me. And people start living, or people may get tempted to live very egoistically, only of themselves. And and that's why a lot of atheists are like that, I don't believe in a God. No, I don't. And okay, you don't believe in a God. What's your value system? And Russians had tried that at some point. They used the Communist Party as a value system. Didn't work out. Everyone was really corrupt, maybe, and still is corrupt. Not everyone, 99%. So in this whole communication, pain is a face of God enabling you to have empathy, sympathy, and to go beyond pain. Pain will take you, by accepting it as a face of God, it will take you to our next level of evolution. If there was no pain, we just would be in a swamp of complacence. We will just be self-satisfied. We won't be able to grow. It is pain that makes us spiritual, whether it is our pain or, as Buddha saw, the pain of the world that made him become a Buddha. And we have that Buddha in each one of us, but in some of it, it is more sleeping, more potent. It is out there in everything and everyone. So the mantra using as those wake-up calls. Most of the people on the planet, they use prayers and mantras if they use it at all. Most of the people psychological balance. So you will see all the time people very healthy physically. A lot of ups and downs, because we are going to be starting. So mainly use the pain. There's a story of how the saint who saw Fatima. Fatima is a place in Portugal where three shepherds, children, saw the Virgin Mary, and the Virgin Mary told them that second World War will happen, and this will happen, and the third one is supposed to be a secret. But the Virgin Mary was there, and they spread it around, and then more people came. On the day that they said, everyone, and there were hundreds of thousands of people had come. They actually, everyone saw a golden light, which could not be photographed, but they were pictures of light. So one of the girls, she went in, she was just 11, she went into a convent to become. And the other nun, the head nun, was very jealous of her. She was jealous that how can this simple girl be so famous just because she said that she has seen the Virgin Mary. So she was very angry. And if you think that nuns, etc., are good people or not, no, they are not. There's a lot of politics in those places. She wasn't really. Some people acknowledged that she had seen and trusted her, and some people were absolutely against her. And at the end of her life, one of the persons who had never believed in her that she is holy just because she has said that she has seen the Virgin Mary, always see that she was always like sort of walking like a cripple. So she asked me, like, how is it? What's wrong with you? Because these were nuns, they lived their closeted lives, and no one had seen them without clothes or etc. And she lifted when she was before dying, she lifted, and one of her legs was suffering from some sort of a cancer, and the other one was really shocked that you were in so much pain and you never said anything. So yes, it's not about me. I was always praying, but yeah, it was painful. But I didn't want to be complaining or getting some special treatment, etc. I felt that you didn't like it. And it was then that the head mother gave in, because she understood that if this little girl could stand so much amount of pain in silence, means whether she has seen the Virgin or not, she is holy. And I said it before also. All this group is in North America, means all our problems can be anything. It can be problem. We can be thinking, oh, I don't have enough money. I don't have. Everyone in North America thinks that they don't have enough money. Everyone thinks that they could be having a better relationship. Everyone thinks that they don't have enough appreciation. But these are just illusions. By using the prayer power today, not in a term of like listening and doing this and feeling the wave, I want each one of you, I'm being very, very super specific. I want you to eat and digest the Mahamrityunjaya mantra, the mantra given by God, by Shiva to humanity, to go beyond the fear of pain, fear, suffering, death, and the mantra. And I've given it to people who had started suffering from cancer. I had shared it with people who were starting to have cancer issues, and I've shared it with people who were dying of cancer and other things. And the mantra can go in three ways. The mantra can actually heal if the person really believes in the healing power, fully invests, because whatever you will believe in will happen. The biggest illusion is that we live a life of thinking that I'm separate, I'm different, and others are different, and this. But the mantra will bring you closer, because you will start seeing that your consciousness is like a sponge. It takes the form of the body when we are thinking that we are the body, but it takes the form of the universe when we start unlocking as the entire universe. So the mantra will, first of all, it takes you to a different level of spiritual evolution where you can manage your disease better. One. Two, it heals. It has actually known to be healing powers are there in the mantra, as is in the magical words that takes you closer to God. And the third is it gives the strength to be able to manage your suffering. Not really care. Okay, I'm dying of cancer or some disease, something I'm always going to be dying of, age and this and that. And I have all these illusions in my mind that I don't have this or that. But these are just on the surface issues. At a core level, I'm my consciousness. I'm not my body. I'm not my style of thinking. I'm not these thoughts which come in my head like clouds in the sky. The clouds in the sky are one, but we see them as different. But we are that sky consciousness, and the cloud is your personality, which will dissipate and become one with the Brahma, which is the consciousness supreme. So use the mantra in any one of these three ways. To heal yourself, imagine that the mantra is working at a level of heart or any body organ where you want to direct it. I'll be saying 108 times. You can join in or just feel, but instead of just using the energy, I want you to digest that so that it becomes these mantra blessings become a part of you. Then they will work wonders because they'll be a part of you, and they are mystical. No one really has got a full handle on how, why of this. Because they are mystical bridges between our ego, which thinks I'm separate, and between the God consciousness, which is I see God in myself, I see God in everything, I see God in everything, including in my pain and suffering, and especially in my pain and suffering. Look at you go to any church, you have Pieta, Jesus dying in the arms of a mother. In any church, you have the cross. Krishna died a horrible death. Rama died by drowning himself when his work was done on the planet. Joyously. All the great gurus, they died of something, some of cancer, etc. And they were just joyous. They were able to manage. They're not. No one dies of health. No one. So all the great gurus and everyone, you're good or bad, you die of something. So the mantra, eat it, digest it, make it a part of you. It will be flowing through me, but take it like a whole foods thing that you are so eager about eating and absorb it. So absorb it, make it a part of you, and send it via your healing. I'm going to be sharing it with you. You're going to be sharing it with the people in your life, and including see the pain and suffering not as negative, but as something that makes us you and the world evolve. It's called the Mahamrityunjay mantra, and it is from the three-eyed God, seeing the past, present, and future, also up, down, below, up, down, and in between. From the God Shiva, the blue God, whose throat is blue because he self-sacrificed by taking in the poison hala, which would have destroyed the universe. So that is why he is blue. The self-sacrificing, the sponsor God of meditation, who has no gold on him. He just has snakes around his neck, which were thrown at him and as an insult and became his ornaments. Use the Mahamrityunjay mantra. And before do that, just feel the power of the mantra. Om Triambakam Yajamai Sugandhim Pushti Vardhanam Urva Ruksnan Mrityur Mukshem Amratat. May the Lord Shiva, may the consciousness that shows itself as God Shiva, the one that connects everything and everyone, the three worlds, take me beyond the fear of death, the illusion of death. That is the translation that we are using. It has got thousands of translations, this mantra. Om Triambakam Yajamai Sugandhim Pushti Vardhanam Urva Ruksnan Mrityur Mukshem Amratat. Om Triambakam. Thank you for sharing that. Om Triambakam Yajamai Sugandhim Pushti Vardhanam Urva Ruksnan Mrityur Mukshem Amratat. Om Triambakam Yajamai Sugandhim Pushti Vardhanam Urva Ruksnan Mrityur Mukshem Amratat. Now I need you to feel I need you to feel what your energy level is, what you feel, and we are going to be invoking the power of Guru Hanuman. Guru is the teacher who takes us to the reality of the Lord God, the Supreme Creator. And we are going to be using the mantra of Hanuman. Om Namo Guru Hanumate. Om Namo Guru Hanumate. Om Namo Guru Hanumate. Now, with the guidance and after invoking the Guru power, again getting back to Mahamrityunjaya 108 times. Om Trayambakam Yajami Sugandhim Pushtivardanam Urvaruknan Mrityurmukshemamrata. 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 Om Trangayidame Sugandhim Pushtivardanam Murvaraknam Nityairmokshemamratat. 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 Om Trambakayidame Sugandhim Pushtivardanam Murvaraknam Nityairmokshemamratat. Om Trangayidame Sugandhim Pushtivardanam Murvaraknam Nityairmokshemamratat. Om Trangayidame Sugandhim Pushtivardanam Murvaraknam Nityairmokshemamratat. Use the mantra to open your consciousness so that the consciousness which was a prisoner of your way of thinking, that I am located in this body, is removed, and let the consciousness flow out so that it covers the whole of the universe. Oh, think of it like a tree. A tree, the base of which is where your first energy channel, your relationship with the mother, the first energy chakra is there. Think of the seed being there. Om Triambakam. And where your sexual energy is, instead of taking it horizontal, your first energy channel is invoked by getting the blessings of the mother, the biological mother, the universal mother, the Mother Mary, whoever is the mother figure in your planet that is blessing you and of which you are a part. Take that energy, take that thought, and it will unlock the first energy. So you have full of love for all the mothers. Om Triambakam Yadamai Sugandh. Take it to the second level, and your sexual energy, which is basically just I want to be connected. Take it instead of physical, take it up. Instead of going horizontal, take it vertically up. Om Triambakam Idamahi Sugandhim Pushti. And when Sugandhim Pushti Vardham also means like a flower opening. In your self-esteem is activated in the stomach, and then your heart opens up. So make these four first. Om Triambakam Idamahi Sugandhim Pushti Vardham. It's like a tree, a palm tree is opening up. Om Triambakam Idamahi Sugandhim Pushti Vardhanam. Your heart is Urva Ruknan. Beyond, your heart is open like a church, like a temple of joy. Urva Ruknan. Going from your throat so that you communicate only love. Your third eye is open. Oh, I'm not this body with this name. And my consciousness is not only in this body. Above your head, a palm tree opens of your consciousness. Just do it like that. The visualization with the prayer and the mantra will take you there. Om Triambakam Idamahi Sugandhim Pushti Vardhanam. In your heart opening up. Urva Ruknan. Your throat and third eye opening. Urva Ruknan Mrityor Mokshe. Mamratat opening like a palm tree. Above the seventh chakra. Urva Ruknan Mrityor Mokshe. Going beyond that. Mritim Mamratat. Going beyond that. Om, starting from the first. Om Trim Karyadame Sugandhim Pushti Vardhanam Murva Ruknan Mrityur Mokshe Mamrata. You can, if you want, open your eyes and you will see the flow in. So first energy level. Oh, it's like a dot. Om Triambakam Idame. In your sexual energy, taking it up. Your self-esteem getting at Om Triambakam Idame Sugandhim Pushti. Your Sugandhim Pushti Vardhanam, your heart chakra opening fully. Because you are imbibing, you are assimilating, you are digesting the chakra. You are digesting the energy of the mantra. It's becoming a part of your energy. Your energy is like a palm tree, like a snake going up and opening your level of consciousness, opening your third eye that you are not this you, limited, you are infinity of love. Purva Ruknan Mrityur Mokshe Ma Amrit. It means going beyond it. Mamritya. Now, in sync, the whole group goes beyond your limitations, beyond your personal pain, fear, anger, to become unlimited love for everything and everything. Om Triambakam Idame Sugandhim Pushti Vardhanam Urva Ruknan Mrityur Mokshe. Opening like a palm tree above your seventh chakra. Urva Ruknan Mrityur Mokshe Mamrata. Om Triambakam Sugandhim Pushti Vardhanam Urvaruknan mrityurmukshemamrtat. Om Triambakam Yami Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvaruknan mrityurmukshe mamratat. With a consciousness open to the power of infinity, circle the whole creation, and wherever you see conflict and suffering, because now you have superpowers, shower peace and harmony from your heart in those places. Everywhere in the creation, past, time also is not there. Past, present, and future. Om Triambakam Sandhim Pushti Vardhanam Urvaruknan Mrityurmukshem Amritat. Om Triambakam Sugandhim Pushti Vardhanam Urvaruknan Mrityurmukshem Amritat. Showering, encircling the whole of the universe with your unlocked infinite consciousness, and showering golden rain of love, light, and laughter on all conflicts at all times, everywhere. Om Triambakam Yadamai Sugandhim Pushti Vardhanam Urvaruknan Mrityurmukshe Mamrita. Coming down as rain, golden rain on everything and everyone, and then going up again. Om Triambakam Yadamai Sugandhim Pushti Vardhanam Urvaruknan Mrityurmukshe Mamrtat. Coming down as a blessing of rain, golden rain on everything and everyone, and then going up again as a tree, palma tree. Om Triambakam Yadamai Sugandhim Pushti Vardhanam Urvaruknan Mrityurmukshe Mamrtat. Om Triambakam Yadamai Sugandhim Pushti Vardhanam Urvaruknan Mrityurmukshe Mamrtat. Om Triambakam Yadamai Sugandhim Urvaruknan Mrityurmukshe Mamrtat. Coming down as a golden shower on the consciousness and personality of Paras. Om, the whole group blesses whole head, and the spine is free of all. Om Triambakam Yadamai, of all stress. Om Triambakam Yadamai Sugandhim Pushti Vardhanam Urvaruknan Mrityurmukshe Mamrtat. Om Triambakam Yadamai Sugandhim Pushti Vardhanam Urvaruknan Mrityurmukshe Mamrtat. Tashat, who is having some rough 2-3 weeks. Om Triambakam Yadamai Sugandhim Pushti Vardhanam Urvaruknan Mrityurmukshe Mamrtat. Preeti. Om Triambakam Yadamai Sugandhim Pushti Vardhanam Urvaruknan Mrityurmukshe Mamrtat. Dinah and the health issues. Om Triambakam Yadamai Sugandhim Pushti Vardhanam Urvaruknan Mrityurmukshe Mamrtat. Yena and a lot of worry. All that worry is washed out from the blessings of the whole group. Om Triambakam Yadamai Sugandhim Pushti Vardhanam Urvaruknan Mrityurmukshe Mamrtat. Michelle and insecurity, are just being washed out with all the golden shower of blessings. Trembakam Yami, Sugandhin Pushtiyardhanam Murvarupnan Mitir Mukshim Amratat Galya. Trembakam Sugandhin Pushtiyardhanam Murvarupnan Mitir Mukshim Amratat Galya and all her relatives also. Trembakam Yami, Sugandhin Pushtiyardhanam Murvarupnan Mitir Mukshim Amratat Kate. Trembakam Yami, Sugandhin Pushtiyardhanam Murvarupnan Mitir Mukshim Amratat Tammy and children. Trembakam Yami, Sugandhim Pushtiyardhanam Moro Arupnan Mitir Mukshim Amrata. Irina and all her whole golden body is golden and her skin is all golden. Trembakam Yami, Arupnan Mitir Mukshim Amrata. And all judgments that children are like this or that are all washed. It's only a privilege to serve anything and everyone, no matter how they respond. Trembakam Yami, Sugandhim Pushtiyardhanam Amrata. Trembakam Yami, Sugandhim Pushtiyardhanam Moro Arupnan Mitir Mukshim Amrata. Trembakam Yami, Sugandhim Pushtiyardhanam Moro Arupnan Mitir Mukshim Amrata. Irina and health and relation. Trembakam Yami, Sugandhim Pushtiyardhanam Moro Arupnan Mitir Mukshim Amrata. Heather and clarity about evolution. Trembakam Yami, Sugandhim Pushtiyardhanam Moro Arupnan Mitir Mukshim Amrata. Susan and worries about children and general about life. Trembakam Yami, Sugandhim Pushtiyardhanam Moro Arupnan Mitir Mukshim Amrata. Marina. Trembakam Yami, Arupnan Mitir Mukshim. Marina is worried about everyone, a lot of people in Ukraine. Trembakam Yami, Sugandhim Pushtiyardhanam Moro Arupnan Mitir Mukshim Amrata. Amayami, Sugandhim Pushtiyardhanam Moro Arupnan Mitir Mukshim Amrata. Shanti. See yourself as having mastered and become absorbed the Shiva's Mahamrityunjay mantra. You are absolutely fearless of death, which is the ultimate form of pain and suffering. Moro Arupnan Mityur Mukshe Mamratat. Om Shanti Shanti Paras. Om Shanti Shanti Har. Om Shanti Shanti Shadi. Om Shanti Shanti Jean. Om Shanti Shanti Alexandra. Om Shanti Shanti Preeti. Om Shanti Shanti Diana and Valya from the end. Om Shanti Shanti Gena. Om Shanti Shanti Michelle. Om Shanti Shanti Gale. Om Shanti Shanti Kat. Om Shanti Shanti Tammy. Om Shanti Shanti Heather. Om Shanti Shanti Susanna. Om Shanti Shanti Marina. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Very difficult session because it kept on blocking us out. Anyway, till tomorrow at 6 p.m. for everyday 6 and then on Wednesday. Bye. See yourself as being changed with the mantra, a part of you. The mantra that takes you beyond body, mind, and intellect. To an unlocked consciousness that is one with everything and everyone. that enables you to serve everyone unconditionally. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya.